Welcome to Inside the Skev, and I'm your host, Aaron Naslansky. Today we are here with Reavens Lee, and Reavens is the owner of SparkRaw Media, and Reavens has helped me with many different things in regards to this podcast. So just so everyone knows, the initial trailer was done by SparkRaw. When we went to the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, that was you. And the T.M. Garrett interview. So you've been a major part of this show, so thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Well, it's fun. I mean, I think that, obviously this show is an audio podcast, but, to have those different video elements, you've been instrumental in helping me, so thank you for that.
Thank you for letting us to being part of your podcast.
It's been great. So you own SparkRaw, and why don't you tell the audience about what you do for that?
So it was initially just an easy video production company.
Yeah. And
people are just taking pictures, taking videos with their phone, and eventually I just realized just calling ourselves as a video production company doesn't really mean anything to people. Yeah. So we recently start figuring out what our strengths are. So we reformed our video production company into a video experiences designer.
What does a video experience designer mean?
So we, looked at, so they say we are creating, not just video, we are actually creating a place for people to visit your stories, right? Mm-hmm. So usually it can be on your website, can be on your social media. So we'll look at the end goal and then figure out, hey, what if this website page, what kind of contents will be the best suit for this page? So we had the goal first, and then we go on to take the videos.
Yeah.
So we kind of work the dots backwards. Means usually when we first start our business, people come in and they were like, I want to do a video. And they have no idea where the video should go.
There's no strategy.
There's no strategy. They just kind of film it, just like filming a wedding. They film it and put it on your desktop, laptop, and put it on your social media, and then come back to tell me your video doesn't work. No, it doesn't work like that. So it's a complicated story. My company we really help people with video strategy first. Mm-hmm. And then we can look at people's budgets and how comfortable they are with cameras. Then we can come in as more like a consultant, or we can come in as a production company.
So what you're doing as a production company, you're helping businesses tell their stories, right?
Yes.
And why is it more important to think of it in a strategic way as a story for a business? Why would the consumer care?
Because right now it's a trend things. So people kind of get tired of listen to, what's my product do, and just kind of selling stuff.
Yeah.
So if we can, there's always a why behind all the business, and so people want to listen to human stories. They want to know why you want to do this, and so that's why we are creating a story. Not creating, we are kind of documenting your why.
Well, you're telling their story. You're helping them pull it out.
Yes, so we'll be asking a lot of questions. Just kind of you were asking question for me.
Yeah. No,
to me. You're asking question to me and, getting all my answers out of my chest. Mm-hmm. And this is what I do. It's kind of like video for podcasts for videos.
It's just the media.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just one of the media, but I want to kind of create it a way so make people be more authentic. People can be themselves when doing video, when running their business. So people can so when people watch their videos, they were like, oh, this is the guy, and I want to make the business with this guy. I like this person, so I want to make the business.
Right.
And they don't come in, and find out this. Okay, I want to rewind a little bit. So if you see a lot of videos on YouTube, on Facebook, and they were guys walking by the pool, or they walking in their garage or the garage they rented. I don't know. Here's my Lamborghini, and I'm 21 years old. I'm helping this and that, and I'm making a lot of money. But the funny thing is, those are not their personality at all.
Right, they're trying to show off in order to show that they're successful, right?
Right, but you're successful doesn't mean anything. Like to me,
Right. It doesn't resonate.
right. So my goal, my business goal right now is really helping people eliminate the gap between the true self of why they are doing this business and what kind of solution they offer to this world to their prospect without any understanding of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's important. I mean, I think people don't want to be sold, and there's you have to have the authenticity, and I think by sharing that type of story, people can connect,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I mean, it's somewhat similar to what this podcast is. I could go out there and do every real estate video all the time, real estate, real estate, real estate, but really I want to be able to share the stories, which is, I think, what you're trying to get out of people's businesses. So there's an authenticity, and people want to be friends with those people, and then they'll hire them, right?
Right, for sure. I mean, trust.
Yes.
I mean, I know right now we are in an era that's full of informations, like flashy stuff, this and that. But at the end of the day, if we can make the warm handshake or warm virtual hugs online, and eventually we take that little trust from online to real life, and this is where we can start really growing the relationship instead of Lamborghinis and and pool and bikinis.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. But it takes a certain skill to do what you're doing. How did you? Would you call yourself like a visual artist?
I was actually not I was. I have been a graphic designer actually. Okay. I don't know how a graphic designer ended up doing this type videos. So my major was graphic design. I worked with a design firm in Chinatown for like 5 years-ish. Mm-hmm. And I think all creative people or artists, if you're doing like somewhat commercial things, you will find the issues is that your creative things doesn't really solving any problem. And then when I was freelancing with graphic design, and I was just sitting there, I was thinking like, why nobody come and find me and give me work? I have good graphic design skills, and I can make your brand beautiful, but making things beautiful doesn't mean anything. It's just I want to circle back to the beginning, like the Lamborghini thing. Same. Making things look flashy, beautiful. It can be called, it can call your attention, from the beginning.
Yeah.
But when everybody's doing that, it doesn't really mean anything at all. So at the end of the day, I'm thinking it's like, so I had to kind of helping people really understand their challenge in their business, to helping people what kind of issues they are facing when dealing with marketing, so they can come in to offer them my graphic design as a solution or video as a solution. So this thing is like I figured it out after 2 years of running my business.
It took a little bit of time to figure that out.
It is.
Was that hard to go through that process as a business owner?
For sure, because thinking back, I feel like I was so naive.
Yeah.
Because I started this business just kind of like, I do have my reason why I started my business, but in the very beginning, I was sitting there and they're thinking, I just tell people that I'm doing video, and all the people will come to me, and because video is so important, people will come to me. I'm going to be rich. Nah, that didn't happen.
No. So during that process, though, I mean, did you move locations of where you were located? I mean, how did you go out and get business and tell that story of what you do?
I see. So I want to kind of go back a little bit. I graduated from Northwestern University, not the undergrad, the graduate school. So I spent my years in Northwestern, and I just realized, God, I love Evanston. What's going on? But I was living in Chicago, although it's not too far from here.
Where in Chicago were you living?
Andersonville.
Okay.
So it's like 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Still pretty north. But I just tired of urban life. But I don't want to live in like total suburban.
Yeah.
And I know this is where Evanston is special about. It's like kind of mix of that suburban and urban life together.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and just side topic. I was living in Naperville, Glen Allen, Whedon for like my first 5 years of being in the United States. It was pretty. It's a nice city.
How'd you get there to those suburbs?
I don't know. Funny. I know like people listen to it probably know where I'm from. So basically.
Well, why don't we go back a little bit further? I mean, you're from Taiwan, right?
Yes. So I'm from Taiwan, and for some reason I came here when I was 19 years old. There's several reasons why I'm here, but when I was 19 years old, there's nothing for me to decide if I can come out here or not.
Yeah.
So there's like a national college exams, kind of like ACT. Is it called ACT or AST?
The ACT and the SATs. Yeah.
So I kind of screwed up with that exam. So I have two options. I either go to the school that I got accepted, which is not like a weird, very weird school.
Okay.
I got accepted into a major called Aboriginal Studies.
Urban and regional.
No, what's it called? People who used to live in the land, like it's kind of like Native American studies. But
okay.
I got accepted into the majors called Aboriginal people in Taiwan.
Okay.
So I'm going to study that, and
in the United States?
No, in Taiwan.
In Taiwan. Okay.
And I was like, I have no interest for those things. I can't imagine if I spend my 4 years and all the money and time. I study in something that I don't like at all.
Yeah.
And I just don't know why I got accepted into that program. First of all, my grade is not great. Yeah. And I got into a program that I don't like. So I either go to the school.
Was there pressure for you to go to that school?
No, my family actually wanted me to spend another year. So we had the options to kind of stop everything. And then you pay extra money to the private school. Like what we call cram school. So it's like, it's not like a real like formal school you go to. So it's like maybe there's like a people that charge you extra money. It's kind of like tutor.
Oh, okay.
So you had the option of paying extra money, spend a year going to private tutor, and wait for another round of like national exam next year.
Okay.
So my family was asking, do you just I don't like the school you went to. I don't want to give you money to go to that school. Why don't you just go to the private tutor and study for a year and then do the exam again?
Okay.
And then life is crazy, terrible. So you kind of wake up at 6 and then you go home at 12.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the life. Like if you want to do that another year for tutoring, that's the life. And I was like, no, I hate studying. I mean, I hated studying at that moment. So I was like, there's a little bit rebelling in my family a little bit, and they were like, come out a solution like out of nowhere, asking, do you want to go out? I was like, what do you mean out? Oh, you could go abroad and study. I was like, yeah, I want to go out and study. Where is it? And they were like, it depends on you. I was like so into Harry Potter. So I was like start looking at information in like British.
Yeah.
You go to London and stuff, start dreaming, all the Harry Potter things, this and that. And on half of the process, applying for school in London, and my family come back. It's like, hey, there's I have a friend's kids studying school in Chicago. Why don't you go? Well, at least there's some people can take care of you when you arrived.
Right. I mean, did you know English, by the way, at that point?
We study English since, let me think, since 12. So we recognize ABCD.
But not much more, not conversational?
We use Mandarin to teach English.
Okay.
And, I believe everyone in Taiwan, or everyone basically Chinese speaking, we will have, hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. How about you? I'm fine, thank you. This is a pen, this is a table. And that's probably what we learn.
Yeah.
And, but in terms of like real conversational things, it's not working.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I come here with with the friends' kids that I never know. I never spoke to them, and they're kind of weird too. So I just came here 19 years old, all by myself, basically know nothing in English. But I started.
That hard?
Nah, you know what? Because I want to get out.
Yeah. You were just so happy to have some freedom. Because,
kind of, yes.
I mean, you weren't even living with your parents back in Taiwan at that point, right?
Yes. Well, so we have to go back further a little bit.
We keep peeling back the onion,
yes.
Yeah.
So when I was 9 years old, there's like, so it was 1990s? Mm-hmm. Wait, no, 1994, 95. And Taiwan was going through a huge industry change because the labor is getting expensive because they fixed the national labor law, like what kind of benefit you should give it to the people you're hiring.
Yeah.
So my family, who is doing, they were doing a traditional manufacturing business. They are making like Japanese martial art products, and they decided to, just realize the costs become way too high. So they decided to move the factory to mainland China, which a lot of people was doing back then. They moved the factory to China, so they take all the technology and resources to China to find a place that to restart again.
Yeah.
And so my parents decided to go to China, and the place we were going was pretty rural. They were speaking their native language, and they because in Taiwan we speak Mandarin. There's no way for me to understand what they're saying.
Oh, because it's a totally different language, not related to Mandarin?
It was very similar to Cantonese.
Okay.
But although we are using same characters Chinese, they're using simplified. In Taiwan we are using traditional Chinese. Like the characters I can recognize, but the things, the language they were speaking, is not I can't understand. Mm-hmm. They probably can speak a little bit like Mandarin, but it wasn't really communicatable. Yeah. So, and for that reason, also all the educational resource and everything in 90s, China wasn't it didn't like this.
It's changed a little bit.
Not just a little bit, huge,
yeah.
Huge. And then the school. I remember I was checking the school. The kids there wasn't wearing shoes.
Oh wow.
And they were I'm not saying not wearing shoes is a bad thing, but it's
they just didn't have the money to have shoes.
The resource, so you can tell right away the resource is not there. So if my parents want me to stay in China, but go to good school, I have to kind of go to a different state, different province for that type of school.
Yeah.
If we are apart, why not just let me stay in Taiwan?
Okay.
So that's their decision. So I was staying so they decided to went to China. Or they decided to go to China, and I stayed with my uncles in Taiwan.
Okay.
What's the first question?
So my question was, I think to go back, that you weren't even leaving where your parents were. You were staying with your uncle, and then you come here to America, and now you have this sense of freedom, even more. I think what's interesting is that you kept going from a young age, independence, really. I mean, you're not being with your parents. It's an uncle, but it's different, and you kind of have to figure things out on your own and make it your own, which is what you've been doing with your business and making your own in America, right?
Yes. Funny, when thinking about the time I lived with my uncle is, I believe a lot of people, they have experiences of taking care of your sister's kids, your brother's kids. When it was couple days, it's fine. When it's couple years, it's a different story.
Yeah.
So I got monitored very strictly because I understand my uncles and aunt, right? They feel the pressure of taking care of me.
Yeah.
So they have to put extra rules on me to make sure that I don't go off the route. Yeah, off the path. Although I think I did a little bit, but they just, I understand their struggle. I'm 30-something years old right now. Now I start seeing the struggle they had when they was dealing with me. But I wasn't too happy, because they have their kids. They have their kids to taken care of. And when you are putting a kids, like their own kids, and one of the kids, not your kids, you see, us being one of the kids there, I saw the difference between, hey, you treat me different than yours kids. And I wasn't really I didn't understand why.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. I didn't like it. Well, I don't like it right now too. So I was having a little bit troubles communicating with my uncles. So I kind of I had a habit start figuring out things myself.
Yeah.
So
did you get in trouble a lot?
I think I did, not a lot, some.
Yeah.
I remember I steal some money. Well, okay. Let's kind of talk about Chinese tradition a little bit. So in Chinese New Year, there's a lucky money tradition. I don't know if have you ever heard about it. So
no, I haven't.
So it's in Chinese New Year we had red envelope.
Okay.
And you put money into it and then give it to kids. So that's probably one of my happiest moments in my life. Is like you go out during New Year, you go out seeing those uncles, grandparents, aunties you probably never seen in your life, or maybe just once a year. You just say some lucky words to them. It's like Happy Mouse Year, and they were like, "Oh, you grow up. Here's your red envelope," and then we will have the red envelope.
Yeah.
So then there's some money in there, and usually, because this is a tradition, see, my parents, they have prepared a lot of money in envelope to give all the kids they are seeing during the New Year's.
Yeah.
So that usually what they do is you recycle the money.
So you keep giving to the next one, then
right.
the next one.
So if I have my money, and I was like, oh, this for example, I have $100 in the envelope. I was so happy, and my mom will take it and claim and say, I'm going to take this and put it into bank as educational fund for you. But what exactly they do is they take the money, recycle the money, and give it back to give it to other kids.
Okay.
That's how parents do. So what I did is I kind of play a little trick. If I had $100, so no, I only have 20.
So you would pocket the 80.
Yeah, I pocket the 80s, and I have a lot of money. So that's the things I did. They find out I have a lot of money in my pockets, maybe 2-3 months after the New Year. And they were like, what's going on? Did you sell drugs or something? What? How come you had a lot of money in your pocket? I was like, oh, this actually the fund I saved from the New Year. And they wasn't too happy about it.
Well, I think every kid does something,
Yes.
So when you came to America and you decided to go to a school, you started to go into the graphic arts, right?
No, I was actually started with photography.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
was everyone proud of that decision?
No, for sure not. For a typical Asian family, I still remember the reaction they got when they realized I'm taking photography as a major. They were like, if you want me to support you to go to United States and learning, you better take something more productive.
Like what?
They didn't say it. That's the thing.
They didn't specify.
Yeah,
okay.
They didn't specify. I was like, I think photography is pretty productive. What's going on? And they were like, I can even put you one of the master in Taiwan, so you don't have to go through all the broad things.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, you're right. And they were like, I'm going to cut off all the money support if you don't change your major. And the thing is, that's the problem. They didn't specify what major they want me to change it into. I was like, okay, I'm considering all the creative majors that I can see on the table, and I see graphic design is something that I can resonate more with commercial stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, then I'll move to graphic design. And they didn't say anything, so I kind of just
went with it.
Graphic design, yes. I wasn't falling in love in the beginning, but I love it right now.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a form of expressing yourself. Funny stories. So I was in College of DuPage, and then it's a community school, and at the end of the day, they still want me to kind of go to the formal university.
Right, that's just an associate's degree.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember I told them that I said, hey, family, I'm going to Columbia. And they were like, Colombia? Wow, sounds so awesome. And then, you know what? I got to tell all the people that you are going to Colombia. I was like, oh, okay, what's the big deal about Colombia? I don't understand.
Yeah.
So for a while, you know, I'm like, you know, basically completing my last semester in COD. And they were asking me, my family were asking me, when are you going to move to New York? Was like, New York? No, I'm going to Columbia and Chicago downtown. And they were like, what? It's like is Columbia University had the, you know, a different campus in Chicago? I was like, what Columbia University you're talking about?
Totally separate school.
Yeah. And they were like,
were you aware of what they were like getting at first, and you just wanted to like let them think it?
Until they asked me like the New York thing.
Yeah.
I didn't really realize they were thinking about Columbia University.
Okay.
Because thinking about it, they weren't here.
Yeah, talk about lost in translation.
Right, they weren't here. They have no idea this is a Columbia College, in Chicago.
Right.
They were just directly assuming Columbia University, and I was just meant Columbia, Chicago. So it was a big what's that called? Big drama back then, and they were like so mad, and it was like, I'm already telling everybody you're going to Columbia University, and then you're telling me you're staying in Chicago, not going to the Columbia University.
What pressure? Well, I mean, they really put a lot of pressure on you.
I think it's a weird thing because I'm the only kids that got supported.
Yeah.
You know, to camp abroad, and they want. For sure, you know, it's a lot of financial pressure on them to support me to come here, because there's a lot of monies and stuff involved. They put the best hope on me.
Right, and they're investing in you. Yeah,
and they think that I should to do some accomplishment. So when I say about accomplishments, more like academic accomplishment, that I should go to prestige school. And
so were they happy when you went to Northwestern for your master's?
Oh God, they were like, finally you're not in trash school.
Oh my God.
When they, you know, they draw a line.
Yeah.
They draw a line between trash school and non-trash school, as if they ever heard about a school in Taiwan. So they hear about Columbia University for sure, Yale, you know,
Harvard,
MIT.
Yeah.
UCLA, I guess. I don't even think they heard about UC, University of Chicago.
That's a pretty major school.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. I was like, you don't even know how the school rank work here.
Right.
They just kind of judge me by the name if I heard about the name of the school.
Do they ever come here and visit, or have you gone back?
I gone back when I first arrived, like pretty frequently, probably once a year.
Yeah.
Just for the summer break. And my mom came here once for like 2 weeks. We didn't do anything. We just basically, the only thing we did is like we took her to different ethnic, how to pronounce it?
Ethnic?
Yeah, ethnic of supermarket.
Okay.
Today we are visiting Chinese supermarket. Tomorrow we're visiting Korean supermarket. Next day we're visiting Russian supermarket. So basically the whole 2 weeks is like supermarket trips.
Yeah, you got to show her some culture when she comes here.
Yeah, but we didn't do anything, and she got bored.
Yeah.
For sure. And it was like, oh, your life's in the United States so bored. And I don't understand why you like United States so much. It was like, because you guys putting so much pressure on me. Yeah. And the thing is with me being here is I can do stuff I like.
Yeah.
And I never regret coming here. I'm very grateful of like people supporting me, giving me a chance to be here, but it's not. I just never. There's none a day I miss Taiwan. Well, really? I miss something. I miss food. I miss family and friends. But as you can hear that wasn't had the deep connection because I got separated with my parents since I was 9. Yeah. And after 9 years old, I've been moving around in Taiwan, so I don't have any friends that is in super deep relationship with me.
Do you stay in touch with anyone out there? I mean, through social media or things like that?
We kind of liked each other. That's it.
Liking posts.
Yeah, we don't talk, and I don't post that often.
Yeah.
And because the past 5 years technology shifts a lot, and people are people in Asia using different platform
Yeah.
than in here. People still on Facebook in Taiwan, yeah, but they have their own WhatsApp thing. It's called Line, Line.
Okay.
So they were online everywhere. Some people on WeChat, the Chinese app thing. So
it's separated.
It's kind of separated a little bit.
Do you think with like what's going on with coronavirus, where it's going to be stopping people from traveling at least for a little while? Who knows when?
I think so.
But I mean, do you think that what's going on in the world has made things a little bit more isolated than they were, a year ago even? And the trade war?
I think this is it's kind of funny. I think this is a bad time for corona virus to happen. Always, it is not a good time.
There's never a good time.
Yes, it's when I'm saying that because I feel like recently every country, I don't know how to say it in English, but people are start locking themselves. We are kind of we're kind of already against of the globalization a little bit. The recent trend.
Sure.
It's like we had to be America, we had to be Taiwan, we had to be China. We have to be ourselves. Our country's the best. Yes, that's the thing. And when coronavirus happened, it kind of intensified that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I really feel like there's a gap. People they cannot understand each other's because of that. That intensified the gap. But
yeah.
The thing is, as a human, we can rationalize with other people by explaining things. But to virus, they're just virus. They're going to kill you whenever, if they want to kill you, right?
Right.
So people understand that we had a natural fear of virus, sickness, disease. So when we are facing disease, people just don't listen to other people anymore.
They just go into defense mode.
Yes. So when you are talking about if that kind of stop traveling, for sure, I do have friends who are planning going back to Asia, to Japan, to Korea, to China, Taiwan, and they cancel a flight.
Yeah.
It's not because the destination have some issues. It's because the flight.
They don't want to be on an airplane with everybody.
You don't know. You have you're with a plane with 300 something people. You don't know where they have been, if they are good or not, and for sure there's people coughing here and there. It's going to scare you, and on top of that, I believe if people are watching this news, is a lot of racism happening right now.
Yeah.
And I was experiencing that yesterday when I was in a class.
What happened?
So I was in the class. It's an entrepreneurship program. There's 15 people on the class, and they were like white people coughing, black people coughing, and nobody's moving.
Yeah.
People just okay, coughing. They kind of just look at the, keep going with the class and stuff. When it's my turn coughing, I just that, and people the movement.
Really?
They kind of just they shrink to another corner, and they pull out their clothes to their face. And not everyone does that for sure.
I mean, you're Asian, but you haven't been there recently.
Oh, they don't know.
Yeah.
So that was keep me thinking. Is that I wasn't feel comfortable at once, and I really want to yell to the woman who did that. It's I haven't been back for 5 years.
Yeah.
But give another thought. It's I understand if the perspective shift, I might have the same worry as her.
Right.
And the thing is, with all the media exposure right now, and for sure this virus coming from Asia, and I understand why you worry about that. It's just how can you protect yourself, healthily? How can you protect yourself healthily, but also not offend anyone? Is there any balance? I don't think there's any balance to do this too.
I mean, I think you just have to do things the same with everybody. So maybe we don't shake hands with each other for a little while, or always wash your hands and try not to touch your face. And, and if you're sick, stay home and, not look at somebody because of their nationality that they may be carrying disease. I mean, there's people that travel all around the world whatever culture, background, and anyone, like you said, the virus doesn't care what nationality you are. That's made up in our heads,
Right.
We're all human, and that's what matters, and we're all susceptible, so just keep it the same.
Yeah. So one thing that distinctly different between Asian culture and here is the mask thing.
Right.
I don't know if you noticed, you can't buy any mask around here. No mask.
Yeah, they're sold out.
Well, the thing is, it's sold out. The funny thing is, it feel like, everybody's like buying off masks and stuff, and nobody's actually wearing a mask. Where the mask go? Asia, for sure.
Yeah, they're all wearing them.
So we think different when it comes to wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I mean, we think wearing a mask is the protection. It's not like I'm sick, so I don't get my sickness to you. It's like I just like got off an extra layer of protection, so if there's people coughing around, it won't get into me.
Right.
So if I have to be out, like working or get onto public transportations, that I will be wearing a mask.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, but it looks different here.
Right. People think that you're sick. Yeah, it's culture. Everything, it's so interesting. We're the melting pot of the world, but there's so much misunderstanding sometimes of the cultures. And I think, what you're doing with your business storytelling is so important for businesses to be able to share that. But I think it's just in general, it's good for people to understand each other's stories. And that breaks down some of those barriers of ignorance where people can respect each other's cultures and not automatically assume something and just, understand humanity a little bit better, right?
For sure. So just from this mask cultural different things, that really goes into my business is that I still find hard time speaking English sometimes. It's not like getting English words out of my mouth. It's like I feel hard trying to really say something what I meant. Mm-hmm. And even though I say like maybe 10 minutes of 10 minutes of language out of my mouth, it's still not what I meant. So that's why I'm thinking video is something can really help myself to, if I take time to talk to myself and think about the end goal, like the things I talk about, like drawing the duck backwards, what's my goal? If my goal, let's just use the mask as an example. If I'm going to create a why American don't wear a mask website, I know there's gonna be a video from American side of point of view there, so that I know, who I should who I should go interview, and what kind of question I should ask, what's the fundamental perspective to not wearing a mask. So I know what to ask about. And so when I'm organizing all the words, all the language information into a video, it's clear, it's simple, it's easy.
Right.
So people won't hear a lot of murmurs, non-necessary information. They can just, when they watch a video, they get right into the information.
Right. Picture tells 1,000 words.
Right. And it's funny thing,
what a video is.
Sometimes in person, it's hard. To me, it's hard.
Yeah. Because
there's a lot of extra layer of socializing, and sometimes I got nervous. Sometimes I'm not in the best self, so just the words didn't come off right. So even I want to kind of telling you that this information, I want to tell all my friends that you have to understand Americans don't wear a mask because of the culture thing. It's just not come off right. Mm-hmm. But video is something that you can redeem yourself, but also keep your authenticities and still telling your story in a very natural way. So you are not pulling people, forcing you to hear my stories. You're putting a video out there, they watch the stories when they want to. So it's a very natural, to me it's if you've done it right, for sure. If you've done it right, it's a natural, very easy. It's a passive learning tool for your audience, right? And so to me, it's if people are having a hard time interacting sometimes, there's a lot of reasons people are having a hard time. So that's why videos can be a good tool to reflect reflect, reorganize, and form a best self and put it on there 24/7. When people want to watch you, they watch you.
Yeah, it puts the control in the consumer's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where can people find you online, and how do they contact you if you want to hire them? And what types also, to follow up on that, what types of projects or businesses do you work with?
I work with mostly small business, and recently I've been working with people like entrepreneur a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't like specify myself in certain type of industry, but I do find there's patterns and like common challenge all my clients have is that they know what they are doing. They've been doing what they are doing for years.
Right.
But when it comes to telling a stories, when it comes to promote themselves on social media or online, they just kind of either they get sloppy or they get like auto plays, and people still don't get what they are doing, and they have to spend a lot of time, effort, and money, like selling.
Yeah.
And the conversion rate is low and everything. So like right now I'm helping them to kind of, like I said, sit down. We talk about the process. We talk about why you want to do this business, and when people are going through your business process, your sales process, what's the first question that comes to your mind? So we make that question, we make the answers into a video, not a 5 minutes video, just very specific, a question, a video. So then we follow your sales process. We create a series of videos. So people when naturally they had the first question come to my second questions.
Like a waterfall.
Yes, next questions. So we create a series of video to answer all the questions that come in a sequence.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Netflix show. So if we make the storytelling tells right, people just want to naturally learn more about you.
And they'll keep clicking.
Yes.
Or they'll just let it keep playing.
There's like a little tool. There's like little secrets in my business that I have a tools to kind of make people like link to the next videos. It's not secret. It's just a third-party plugin to
for autoplay.
Yeah, for other like next one. When I'm talking about this, we're not checking other videos like this, so they click the next one.
Yeah.
So I think the sales process should come like naturally like this. The funny thing is, if I'm doing the sales process myself, I can't do it right sometimes because I'm human. But video can help alleviate, alleviate the pain and the challenge a little bit to make everything more natural. And I'm not forcing people to talk to me.
Right.
Right. So I think that's the things every business should have, is the natural process of telling their own story in an on-demand way, like Netflix.
Yeah.
When they I like to watch five episodes of Netflix today. I watch 5 episodes. I want to watch 10 or 20. That's your choice. So when when people are going through the Netflix shows you put together, they naturally want to call you. If they don't drop off, for sure. If they don't drop off the process, they just want to call you. They want to know you a person. And when they are going on the call with you, you are a friend with them.
Right.
They
already know you by that point.
Right. They know, what problem you're solving. They know why you're doing your business. They know what you offer, even your process. They just kind of come to you, hey, I want to talk to you. I just like your stuff.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go through all the whole, let me explain my process. They already know it. They just talk about when, this thing can start. So I really want to help people with the communication issues.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny I say it because I don't speak perfect English. But from my perspective, it's like everyone has the same universal issue of putting a great communication together.
I think that's the key.
Yeah, so videos and sometimes podcasts is creating an intimate environment, one-to-one, for people to make the connection before the sales call starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that, before I say this, I mean, what is your website and where can people contact you?
Well, I always forget. Okay, my website is SparkRaw.com, SparkRaw.com. Okay, one question though, side topic. How do I pronounce raw? Did I pronounce it right?
Raw.
Okay, yeah. SparkRaw.com.
You got it.
Yes.
And then people can contact you, and you're on You're on different social media as well.
I on Facebook. If you type *SparkRaw Media, you find me. If you type Reavens Lee, you find me. Nobody else in this world had this name because I made it up by myself. So
why? What is your name from birth?
Pei Chin. No, it's funny. It's actually Pei Jin.
Okay.
And the English pronunciation just can't convert the pronunciation at all.
So you came up with Reavens.
So when I was emo, some people had the emo things back in teenager.
Okay.
So when I was emo, I think Raven is the name I want to go. Raven sound cool, and putting a plural sound cooler. It should be Ravens because I'm like more than just one Raven. And somehow I misspelled the name to Reaven. So I was like Raven cool, Ravens is cooler, and misspelled become Reavens.
Yeah, it's interesting that that you picked your name and it's off of a character because I had another person on the show. His name is Flavius Maximus, and he's the co-owner of Ignite Gaming, and he just picked it because he's from Romania, and you get to pick your name, I guess, when you become a citizen, and that's what he likes.
It's on his ID.
Yeah, that's his legal name. Yeah.
Okay, so Reaven's still a nickname now.
Okay, so it's not your okay.
I still, that's the thing. When people come and they ask me like, what name you go by, and I have to make sure I have two names. I don't know what name you're talking about, but yeah, Reaven's still my nickname.
Yeah.
So Pei Chin is still my legal name, and I hope one day become my legal name.
Oh,
Reavens.
Can make it happen.
Yeah.
Well, I think that whether or not your family thought this was a good degree or career, I mean, you're making difference and change here in America, and you're bringing your understanding of how important it is to share stories and helping businesses and people here in network. And I mean, we met here at Industrious, a co-working space, and it's been a great relationship. And I think that you've really connected with a lot of people here in Evanston. So keep doing what you're doing, and it's a huge success.
Thank you so much. I just can't imagine myself. I'm so grateful about everyone who is helping me, guiding me along the way. And you're one of them. Yeah. And I can't even imagine myself doing a podcast this morning. See, things went easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the magic of magic of Evanston.
It's the magic of Evanston. It's the magic of conversation.
Right.
So, but everyone, thank you so much for listening. Reavens, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.